The testimony of Daniel Carter, a life transformed. I want to share the story of a man whose life was completely turned around by the grace of God. His name is Daniel Carter, and if you had met him a few years ago, you wouldn't recognize the man he is today. Daniel was a man drowning in misery. He had spent years chasing after things he thought would bring him happiness, money, parties, and reckless living, but instead they left him empty. He lost friends, burned bridges with family, and found himself alone, battling depression and hopelessness. Nights were filled with regret, and mornings brought nothing but dread. He was a prisoner in his own life with no way out. One evening, as he sat in his dimly lit apartment, consumed by his thoughts, there was a knock on his door. It was an old friend, Michael, someone Daniel had pushed away long ago. But Michael hadn't come to judge. He had come to invite Daniel to church. At first, Daniel refused, but something about Michael's sincerity made him reconsider. That Saturday, Daniel stepped into a church for the first time in years. He sat in the back, arms crossed, expecting nothing. But as the pastor spoke about Jesus, the Savior who redeems the broken, forgives the sinner, and restores the lost, Daniel felt something stir within him. For the first time, he realized he couldn't fix his life on his own. He needed Jesus. With tears streaming down his face, Daniel surrendered his life that day. It wasn't an instant transformation, but it was the beginning of a new journey. Slowly, the addictions that had held him captive lost their power. The guilt that had weighed him down was lifted. God began to restore what had been broken: his relationships, his peace, and his purpose. Today, Daniel is a new man. He no longer walks in darkness, but in the light of Christ. The joy and peace he searched for in all the wrong places, he found in Jesus. And now he shares his story to tell others that no one is too far gone for God's grace. If God could transform Daniel Carter, He can do the same for anyone willing to turn to Him. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done it yet to help me put out more content like this. God bless.